listen as we step on the mic, man, you know it's the difference. Heavenly blessed with the melanin, baby, you know that we winning. No time for the long talk, got 120 on the clock. Wednesday, 8 through 10, all the bad vibes better stop. Cause you gotta come with that energy. Casual convos, baby, come down and just sit with me. Lil' Coco be spitting that remedy. Casual convos, baby, come down and just sit with me. You better take this shit serious. She dropping knowledge, no hitting is free for the play. Tap it right now if you curious. We got the ham radio going lit every age. We go from people to family to pilots. Stay with me if you got something to say. You know it's important if we go acknowledge. Speak on the business and get out the way. What you gonna say about my mama? She winning, you rockhead.
Hello, welcome to the Casual Convo Show, where we have conversations about topics that affect the community's personal and business relationships. We always have the casual convo, so you don't have to have the tough convo. I'm your host, Coco, and joining me is all my besties. We have Mr. Quentin Moore, aka Semantics, the Iconoclast, and then you want to say something?
Hi, how you doing? You probably wonder why I have a flashlight on my face right now.
You get on my nerves. Anyway, then we also have the King of Asheville. That's what I call it. The King of Asheville, Mr. More Than You Can See, the King, Paul. And then we also have the lovely Baltimore's finest, best artiste, best craft person, the person that I call with all my BS, the Jude.
Hey, peoples. How y'all doing?
Hey, y'all. How y'all day been going?
I'm fine.
Man, busy, I pretty much said to myself that the medical transport game I'm about to get into, because this Uber thing, it's cool and all, but I'm not about to kill myself for 11 $20 rides or whatever. The $20 rides, they got you going all the way to South Atlanta, almost into Middle Georgia. I'm like, that's about $100 right there. But it's all, we're all good though. We're all good. We're gonna get things handled. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do around here. We handle things.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. Anybody else want to share how their day was before we get into the mental health check-in, or do the mental health check-in consist of how your day was?
I guess this could be the mental health check-in.
Okay.
My day is what's the day? What the day is? Wednesday. My day is Wednesday. It's been okay. It's been okay, I guess. Up and down. I don't know. I'm here. I've been off, but yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I can go next. Mental health check-in. I'm gonna say I think I'm good. This week, well, this is my third day on a new gig. I'm working, but I don't mind it. I think you ever feel like this is what your thing is and this is where you belong. That's how I feel. So far everybody is welcoming. It's put me in a good headspace. I feel productive. So I'm gonna say my mental health has been really good this week so far since the last time we spoke.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm trying. Because before I have been in the funk. I've been in my feelings a lot over the last couple of months. Just going through my own little stuff. So I think I'm finally feeling like I'm at a place where I'm getting back to me. So I guess that's a good thing. Where I'm feeling a little bit more social, because for a minute I was like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to be left alone. But good thing to people like Jude, who ain't trying to hear none of that.
Listen, girl, because we tired. And this time we just, we tired. But I'm happy for you, friend. And congratulations again on getting the new job, because
Thank you.
it's necessary to get out here and do what you love, and you is definitely following your dream and doing what you love.
Yeah. And then the fact that I think what makes it even better is it's because it's accepted in a way where they trust my decision making and my talent. And I feel like even when I mention things or I give insight, they listen. So it's a difference when you work for people or you work under people, especially when you working like directly with like CEOs and stuff like that. Sometimes you feel like they don't listen to you, but they like take it all in and they figure out how they can incorporate it or how they can make it work. And if it's doable, we're gonna do it. If not, we're gonna do it next time. We're gonna figure this out. And I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
My bad. Paul, would you like to go next?
My medication has me feeling pretty good. I thought Jude was froze for me for a minute there, but she was just sitting so still.
Oh,
But yeah,
you
yeah.
know how I be.
My medication must be pretty good tonight, I guess. But yeah, my mental health, I'm all right. I was surprised at City Council last night with so many white folks speaking out against that performance arts center being located where they want to put it. I thought they would be all gung ho for that. But lo and behold, they wasn't. So that was a surprise. And today is just a good day to be alive. I'm not going to complain.
Absolutely.
Quentin, you got anything, or you already went?
I already went.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get on with the show, which I did not plan. So tonight we're going to do things a little bit differently. Everything and anything is on the table. So whatever any of you guys come up with, that's going to be the topic for the night. So who would like to go first? What's on your mind? Or did anybody have anything? Or y'all just want me to throw something out there?
Let's talk about the woman shooting up Rihanna's house. Because 50 Cent said somebody was a hit or something.
Hmm? What?
Really?
Huh?
I didn't hear about this.
What?
Yeah, that's what 50 Cent was saying.
I ain't hear was,
She
but
was crazy.
but yeah, I thought she was stalking her or something. I ain't
Yeah.
know. I ain't follow 50 Cent. I had to stop following him because he was beefing with T.I. and the family, and there was too much going on. I was sick of saying that. But
You know he in the middle of everything.
yeah, he always in the middle of everything. That's
But I'm
50
gonna
my
be
guy though. He petty.
It was a post. It was a post. It was a post, and then I had to pull it up to check it out. But he had said he told Rihanna and ASP Rocky that they should be getting on the run because there was a professional hit put out on her. Something, a message was sent to her. Something.
What you call him? What did
ASP.
you? What?
ASP.
I love Paul so much.
Well, ASAP. ASAP.
ASAP. You got listen, I got you for ASAP. But I had like
I call him an asp. You know the asp is right.
who?
ASP. You know what that is, an asp.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little bit of snake. Yeah, see, there you go.
Okay, so it says
Okay.
50 Cent had this to say about, oh, no, this ain't it. Okay, thanks. Shout out to Ham Radio behind the scene giving us topics. So according to
Okay.
Hip Hop Crown Nation, 50 Cent had this to say about Usher, stating that he has nothing negative to say about Diddy in the recent Forbes interview. So 50 caption reads, Usher, like, I can't see the face. I don't want people to know what he did to my I'm a grown man. Now my ass is off limits. LOL. See, this is why I can't take 50 Cent seriously. Stuff like that. Like, what? But
Well,
back
Usher
to
and Justin was beefing.
the Rihanna thing, I don't know if I could trust what 50 Cent, only because that
50
lady,
be trolling.
yeah, and not only that, when they went back through, the lady had some of the posts she had was really disturbing about them. And then the fact that you were shoot at the house, she had to know that they were there because they have several properties. And for them to be at that particular one with their kids and stuff, you going to shoot at the house. And then the way that she took her mugshot, it was like, girl.
It's
Yeah,
the level of stockism.
yeah.
First of all, I'm a Rihanna fan. You know, you filed you to the house.
And it's like Rihanna, like of all people, that was like random. So yeah, I don't know if I on that one. But
Yeah,
I got one for y'all. Can we talk about the airports, the planes, the pilots, and TSA and the shutdown real quick? I know we touched on it briefly Monday, but we really didn't like get into it. So people, Americans are stuck all over, even inside of America. People can't even travel and get back home within the states, let alone international. Now we know we have people over there in like the Middle East that's stuck, that can't move, can't do anything. But my whole thing is when it comes to the TSA things, and then y'all president specifically said that he's not ending the shutdown unless the Democrats agree to like without their terms. I can't remember.
Well. Who's president?
Well, yeah, thank you. Cause she's good with saying that all the time. Y'all's president.
Damn, I don't know that dude. That dude owes me money. Okay,
I feel attacked.
you know he
I
owes.
voted for Camilla.
You
Be
know,
talking to the audience, they president. Cause the sun gun ain't nothing new. Teflon down there, coating wearing thin on that pan gonna be sticking pretty soon.
Yeah, but he
Your
told
president.
y'all president told the people that he not ending the shutdown unless the Democrats agree to specific terms. I guess they want to that the Republicans want to put in place.
you know,
I say that.
We're already going into 2 months of this alleged partial shutdown. So my thing is, we just had an issue where the full shutdown was just not even a couple months ago. People haven't even really recovered from that, who were losing money and doing all of this stuff. So my thing is, I feel like this is going to drag out even longer because one, he on one, as we can see what he's doing with all of this stuff overseas, the military, and then the fact that you want to put ICE as TSA workers. Even ICE is like, we ain't trained to do none of that. They like they don't want to do it. So it's just gonna be a bunch of chaos. And now again, like we saw last time, we're starting to see planes crashing along with people getting stuck because ain't nobody flying the plane. So what are your thoughts on like the travel stuff like that going on?
Your president is not doing any good. Your president is one big clown. Your president. This man, I mean, Lord, y'all, there's nothing that he can do that doesn't amaze me, but it doesn't surprise me. It amazes me, but it doesn't surprise me. Now, the TSA workers, they all should just go ahead and walk on out and then go ahead and put ICE over there. Let them do it since they're getting paid. You want to come back, then we'll come back, pay us. But he don't want to sign it into being.
You look like his house is being raided.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm saying, what the heck going on? But yeah. Oh, the Save Act thing. Yeah, the Save Act thing had me all going there. That's Disney. That's really shock. That's really something to keep women from voting.
Yeah.
Because if you're a married woman and you got your husband's last name, then you still gotta have paperwork and all this stuff proving who you was and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. And if you're a married woman, you're not going by your husband's last name, then you still gotta prove other stuff, and you're gonna probably get you for fraud because I don't know, some kind of way he's gonna try to mess women up from voting. Because it seems like everything is just going backwards in time. He ain't got back up to us yet, the black folks in the civil rights stuff. But right now, well, no, because he took care of us first when he came to taking every damn thing down and kicking everybody the fuck out. Oh, excuse my language. Kicking everybody out of the government. all the black folks had to go. So yeah, gone with the wind, something like that. But I'm gonna tell you what, I'm not trying to fly on nothing. They crashing on the ground, they crashing in the air, they crashing everywhere. Guess who's not gonna be on the one? Paul.
Yeah.
Paul is not gonna be up in that air.
I second that because I thought about. I usually go to games in during football season. I usually fly up to New York and I fly out to wherever the Giants are playing for an away game, but not this year. Because number one, being that I live in Atlanta and I have to drive down there sometimes to pick up Uber customers and stuff like that, I see the lines, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. These people are like wrapped around the building, and it's already crowded enough in there, and I'm sitting here like. These people think they're gonna get home on time. They're not. They might as well pitch a tent in there, and grill some marshmallows or something like that in Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport, or whatever they call that airport, because that's ridiculous. This shutdown is ridiculous. Okay, Amtrak may start upticking. Or I bet there's going to be an uptick in rental cars for people to drive just to get home. Because yeah, and I don't foresee in the near future me flying anywhere until that guy gets out of office, because he's basically ruined everything. The TSA, because yeah, you're right, Paul. They're crashing on the ground. They're going to crash. They're crashing in the air too. I don't want to die in the air. Okay? I'd rather be on the ground where I can control, where I got some sort of control over whether I crash or whether I die or whatever, if I'm going to die, which I won't, but
you don't have control on the ground either, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I gotta look into it. I'm supposed to be traveling in the next couple of months. I don't know what the world gonna look like in those next couple of months, but I'm definitely keeping an eye out of Rich said I'm flying everywhere. But I'm definitely keeping an eye out. But more importantly, definitely the flying thing is scary now because of everything. And I don't did they ever hire somebody for the whole director or whatever of aviation or whatever it is? I don't know. Anywho, I'm scared to fly, but I'm also scared of where we not wanted, because that list grows every day. And Jude and I had an off the line, had an offline conversation about that. Like, there's so many different travel bans for people who don't want Americans there, and then now a lot of people are like, oh no, they can come, but when you get there, they're like kidnapping and pretty much torturing Americans. So I'm just like, let me really do some research and really get back. And I'm like monitoring where I'm going, because I'm like,
Yeah, it's a lot with it.
But then, and it's bad because even with international travel, but even still, even with going somewhere in the States, like I've been seeing all over like social media, like people are stuck in different states and can't even get back home.
Well, that's expected, because I would expect what he's doing, the shutdown and the TSA stuff, to affect that more the in the country travel more so than the international travel. Think about it. It's our government that he messing with. So he going to take TSA, not pay them, not pay the pilots. The pilots not coming to work. Some of the pilots not coming to work. TSA quitting. Some of them not coming to work. So he's going to put ICE there. One, is a tactic, because he's going to have people scared to go in and out. You feel me? Two, don't nobody like ICE right now, besides the people that's following Trump. So that creates an extra hostile environment. And I mean, I like ICE in my juice too sometimes, but
yeah, there you go.
Other than that, no. It creates a whole hostile environment. I ain't got nothing planned right now. I ain't had nothing planned. You know, I've been a little terrified to leave. I am terrified to leave the country, and I want to leave the country, but I'm a little scared right now because it's not looking good, and a lot of people are taking. What I'm nervous about is how many people are taking it like by a grain of salt, like stuff probably really don't get real while you out the country, and you probably can't make it back. Like, and then seeing some of them people, like, it's different. It's different than like saying I wasn't in New York with 9/11, but we was around when it happened, and that was scary to the world because you know what they was going to hit, right? So I can imagine how them Americans went to go on vacation and they start bombing because they was showing it. And I know y'all
Well,
want to talk about how everything be AI and all that, but that's also the next thing I'm worried about. They got everybody so twisted in this chokehold with not knowing what to believe no more because everything is AI that we ain't going to know what's going to hit us, when it's going to hit us.
right.
You know, you feel me? They can deceive us all, and the world need to be prepared for that. We fighting L war now because they fighting wars all over this world for real. You got other people fighting for their rights everywhere. You got rebels everywhere. You got corrupt government over here. They are fighting different wars all over the world. Yeah, it's gonna get real. Then they back AI in the mix.
Well, you got to realize, you
Soy and
know,
green.
well, yeah, but I think when 9/11 happened, right? I remember where I was. I was in Charlotte at that point. I was living in Charlotte at that point, and I was going to work that day. And then everybody ran up to me. Yeah, did you see what happened? I'm like, what you talking about? I've been driving to work. I don't even listen to the radio news when I'm driving. I'm usually listening to music, so I'm totally out of tune, out of touch with what's going on in the world. And somebody, when the towers got hit, I'm like, what towers? The World Trade Center. I'm like, oh, okay. Me, I'm like, okay. But then when I saw it, I was like, wow, oh, wow. So then, I'm a conspiracy theorist by nature. Um, because I don't trust anything what this government has been doing. I
Yeah.
did a little bit. I did a little background research about that building and who owned it, aka Larry Silverstein. He also owns the building out in Los Angeles, the U.S. Bank building, which is that tall building out in Los Angeles. And they, back 2-3 weeks ago, they were talking about California could get hit by Iran, which is a total lie because Iran don't have the missiles to do that. They don't have the technology to have. They don't have long range missiles. They have short range missiles. Come to find out, it's been reported, and I'm still trying to do the research on that U.S. Bank building and who owns it because the same person that owns U.S. Bank owned the World Trade Center, and he took out a large insurance policy on that on the World Trade Center about a couple of weeks before it got hit. Okay, this is common knowledge for those who own large properties. That, like, I grew up, in the Bronx or whatever. Back when the Bronx was burning, where the apartment owners they would burn out the tenants. They would burn the apartments up just to collect the insurance money. It's the same scam. Same scam. They're trying to do a false flag event with this whole Iran bombing California. And we know Iran doesn't have technology to bomb California because they don't have the missile range. They're hitting Israel because they have short range missiles. Those hypersonic missiles are short range missiles. So I'm like, I wish these people would stop believing what they see on American news because, again, American news is under the entertainment umbrella. If you look underneath the captions of every newscast when they go off the air, it says it right there with a Roman numerals, or it says it right there. It's a subsidiary of such and such entertainment company, which means it falls under the branch of entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Total entertainment. That's why
Which
they're
mean
creating AI. So that, you know, they look. First of all, y'all know I'm the movie conspiracy theorist, right? Because they put it out there. They in education and history. We was about to got y'all class 1, The Matrix. They straight told us what was going to happen. They straight told us. You know, the prereqs was the Terminator. Terminator was the prereqs, letting us know, you know, what was coming for us. You know, you had to study. You studied wrong, you know, and then you think it's just fake. But they ensure. Did y'all see them robots? That's the next thing to talk about. Y'all see the robots? Do you see when the robots lose their kind of lose their cool and nut if you buck? Did you see the one that was dancing in the restaurant for the girl when they had to put it in the chokehold, kind of, because the robot wanted to. Anyway, they put it, all that stuff they put in your face. I know you say, because you can't believe everything that you see, but you also can't discredit everything that you see, because they also put it out there in documentaries that, you know, that was the way to, you know, get people to start doing things, teaching people, you know, putting it on the TV, getting them to the norm, you know. And they put a lot of lies in books, so you kind of gotta do a little bit of both and do the Da Vinci Code and research and all that stuff, man. You can't, but it's so much. The government's so corrupt, the world's so corrupt, and it's not just our government. Think about it. You gotta think about it. It ended up breaking up into, you know, these different governments, but it was different groups of people that was doing this before. Like, there was always corruption some kind of way. It's crazy.
But you hit on a good point.
Man.
Even back in going back to the AI thing, even back when you had movies like The Terminator and all of those, they were playing around already with AI, because they were taking like a human person, their thoughts, their brain, and connecting it to a robot. And then I do agree that a lot of times what we think can be far-fetched, a lot of times is really right in your face truth. And I think a lot of times they'll put the truth, they always say a lie. People like to believe a lie and think the truth is a lie. So I think a lot of times they put a little bit in there and they sprinkle it on there, but you just got to do your research and your oh my God.
diligence.
Your
Due diligence.
I'm
Do your Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, to do your research, and figure out what's going on. Just like that.
Find them clues.
Prime example of AI being real. Remember, it was that picture that was going around about that fraternity. They were in this room. They were all standing around, and people were like, "Oh, that's AI. That's AI. That's not real." And it was like a bunch of they were the police had got called or whatever, and they were doing some kind of hazing ritual. So anyway, long story short, I was watching Court TV one day, one of my channels, and that was a real case. And then a lot of people were saying, and a lot of content creators were reporting on it, like, I thought this was AI the whole time. It's a real case. They did the whole video, like cop video cam and everything. They were like really hazing. So I think they ended up discontinuing the fraternity, I think until like year 2030 something. They had, yeah, it was a hot mess, but that just goes to show y'all right. A lot of times it's hard to tell AI from real life, but at the same time, I think that's also one of those, we like to say, smoke and mirror type things, where they're gonna put the truth in front of you, but we gonna be like, oh, that's AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most people aren't trained to see what the truth actually is, because they've been lied to so much, right? Just like, you know, the founding fathers, right? They say that George Washington was one of the founding fathers that founded America. He didn't find America. Okay. America was founded by corporations. Okay. Remember, trading companies, when they trade with beaver skins and beaver pelts and whatever to whomever, those were that was the groundwork for corporations. So technically the United States is a corporate entity. A lot of people don't know that, but if they do their research, they'll see what I'm talking about. It's a corporate entity. The corporations have always been at the top of the food chain here in this country. They control the government. That's why the lobbyists go in um, for for Dell. When they want certain legislation passed, they'll send lobbyists in there, influence certain people to vote this way. That's why the government is so corrupt. But people don't see that. They don't see that. They don't care to see that because they'll sit there and complain, yeah, the government's corrupt. Do you know why it's corrupt? Do you know what's happening for it to be corrupt? It's been corrupt. We're so far gone down the rabbit hole, there's no coming out of this, in my opinion.
You seen little Trump. Little Trump bought into the damn drone company over there in Israel before the war started. After he got bought in, then they started the war. Then his daddy didn't start the war. So it's all about money with these people here. Everything he can do to get money is what he's doing. Bullying people, trying to get money in his pockets. Hoping he can stay out of jail. But the AI thing, no, yeah, the son bought them interest into the drone company over in Israel before the war started. Eric Trump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he bought them into the company over there. So they're getting paid for the drones being used and all that stuff, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. But anyhow, the AI. You know, the AI is just like with the cloning. Now, y'all know Tom Brady say he cloned his dog. He has a cloned dog. So now we all, with common sense, know that when they started working in an experiment with clones, they didn't stop with animals.
Mm-mm.
Because these people are just that wicked. They want to know and do and all whatever. Now they didn't clone the dog, they didn't clone monkeys, they didn't clone the fish or whatever. They didn't clone the damn human.
No, they've already cloned sheep, right? Remember Dolly?
Damn it,
Yeah.
Q. It's something I wanted to write down that you said that I wanted to respond to. Do you know I forgot it that quick? But that's all I wanted to say.
They cloned Burn because ain't no way he looked like a complete replica of just like him. He looked like a Cullen.
Shoot.
Y'all know who the Cullens are off of not Vampire Diaries. What's the vampire movie with Edward Cullen and them? I got a brain
Twilight.
for it. Huh?
Twilight.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't he look like? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nothing wrong with Brian. He ain't did nothing. He's just guilty by association because his father. Hope he grow up to be different than him. But he looked like he a vampire. That's how I know they all vampires because he looked like a Cullen.
but you know what? Did you realize that some of these billionaires spend a ton of money? There's a lab in Vegas, cryogenics, where when they die, they have their body frozen to stop the decomposition process, frozen in liquid nitrogen, so that they don't rot. Their cells don't, decay, and they just leave them sitting in there so that the future scientists or whatever can go in and be like, hey, we found the cure for cancer. We can cure them with cancer, but they've been dead 400 years. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, that's
I'm
what
like,
they
well,
be saying.
yeah, but I'm like, okay, how are you going to regenerate the brain from a dead person? You can't. Once the brain is dead, it's dead.
That's when AI come in. They've taken the. First of all, you need to start watching some of these sci-fi movies because they tell you how they gonna do it. They're gonna take the memory. It depends on which one, but they even put out there they want to put chips in us. They're gonna put everything in a chip and use the chip and insert the chip into the new host. And it can download. Now, they didn't show that on Black Mirror. They didn't show that on Soulless. They didn't show that on a lot of daggone things. And they even and I even seen it on one of them things. They was showing something over there, somewhere over in one of them Asian places, that they was doing something with a chip in the brain, and they had the robots mimicking the things that the other person was doing. And I seen a movie about that, but they actually doing that over there. Like in 2012, probably like between 2008 and 2012, they was I think Korea or Japan already had robots teaching the classrooms. Like they had people having two jobs. They had the robots doing one thing so that the human being can go out and do other stuff in life. And we just now getting to, like, us in America just now getting to a certain point. They was already on that in like 2008. Probably before that.
And it was a couple of movies actually on that where because I watch a lot of movies where they would swap the bodies even if the person had passed, like they would take
The
the body.
island.
Yeah, they would take the body and then they would take like another person. So let's say like let's say no, I ain't gonna use that. Let's just say someone that you know passed, right? And you want to keep them alive. They would take in like memories of somebody else or somebody, somebody that's functioning, or I'm lying. They would take the body of somebody else and put the brain of the person who they wanted in their body and kind of hook them up to a machine and all of that other stuff, and then they do it. I really think, and we see that they're still doing those real life experiments like that today on people, on robots, and all this stuff. And I think that's another thing where the AI come in at. But they've been doing that stuff for years. But I remember what I wanted to go back to with you when you said we might not be able to recover from this. I completely agree. One,
Yeah.
so much that has been done, and this last it ain't a little over a year since this person has been there. This country has been turned upside down, and I think so much has been done that's detrimental between job loss, people and their families, all the changes to different like benefits and different agencies. I don't see a recovery happening no time soon as far as everything that we go, because just think about it. Y'all president just getting started. He only been in there for a little over a year. We got what, 2.5 more to go? So just imagine every day something new happens. So how would we recover? I mean, what does that look like? We get more debt than what we already were. People are already losing their jobs. People are already losing faith in the government and just the country in itself. So I really don't see us bouncing back like no time soon. I think it's going to take decades before we even see any type of turnaround.
Speaking of that turnaround, let's turn around these comments. Get,
Oh, you want
get
me
these
to read it?
comments. Yeah, I'll read them.
Okay.
All right, they should say hello there, folks. And of course, Coco, the lovely Coco, said, "Hey, Daytrip Bracket." I know you. Mm-hmm. And JBS said, "Hello, fam, Paul, Q, Jude, and Coco."
You
And of course,
echo.
Janelle said,
You
and
echoing,
Coco says, "Hey." And J. Bear Jackson says, "I feel, government, I feel is corrupt." Of course they're corrupt, J. Bear. They've been corrupt. They've been corrupted for years. Of course, Jude, the lovely Jude says, hey, J. Bear Jackson, what's up, fam? All right, hold on. I lost my spot here. Where are we at here? I lost my spot. Go up a little bit. And go up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And hey, Daytrip Bracket, what's going on? Jude commented on that. And then, J-Bear said, he quoted Tupac, "They got money for wars, we can't feed the poor." Pac said it well, everything's about money, power, no respect, no periods either. The government is a school of mind control, public enemy said it. And, he said Q went all black. Of course I went all black, because, I got to set the mood, the ambiance of the show. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I do things. And of course,
Hold on. It was like, yeah, it ain't got no science neither. Now you tell my
Yeah, yeah, because I'm like, you know one thing that irks me though? Reading run-on sentences.
yeah. Oh my God, I'm
I,
cackling.
I'm sitting here like, what? I'm like, where is the thought break in this sentence? Because it's like it's running on. I'm like, my God, what? It's jumbled together. It's like 8 thoughts in one sentence, and it's like I don't know what's what, where to end, where to begin. What's he talking about? But
You
I
know,
had to break it up.
you know what's funny about that though?
I got the hiccups.
That part is this is
I'm
better.
growing.
But just imagine that in all caps. And then when you say something like, what are you talking about? He gonna be like, oh my bad, I was using talk text. Stop using it.
Uh, right, stop using that.
What you yelling at the phone? Oh my God.
And who are you yelling at?
Sorry, I got the
Okay.
hiccups.
All right. You
I
gonna
got
finish Q what you want, but that tickled me because he was right in the middle. He said, "Yep, ain't no periods neither." I can't.
the
The cackle, I have cackled. All right, so well, where he left off, J-Man said Q went all black, and then shout out to Hand Radio, he said Q at the dark, LOL, and then I said he said a thing, and then J-Man said, "I." This is
I
J-Man, y'all.
thought I said,
I'll read it how it say. He said, "I thought I sit in president, so don't supposed to make money, but how can his family make money?"
what? You thought my God.
No, I'm gonna read it again. He said that's AI. He said,
No, I said my God, I'm messing with her.
"I thought I sit in president, so don't supposed to make money, but
No,
how
sitting
his
president can make money.
He's
They
supposed to say
just
he
can't.
thought the sit-in president. I got it.
Right. They can make money. They can't do it the way Donald Trump does, but they get their money through tax dollars, right? That's how they make their money. That's how they make their salary. They can't have any outside interest. That's what I think that's what he was alluding to.
Yeah, so what he did was, let me break it down to y'all. Come into my classroom for like 2 minutes. So what Coco President did was he first did a bunch of he stole money from
I ain't single out no specific person. Don't do that. He is the all yours.
I had to because it was I couldn't say your president. I had to say your
Yo,
president. Your president.
Oh, Paul Hush, don't you co-sign it.
You know,
Okay?
us Pisces stick together. What your president did was the first thing he did was he said, I'm gonna steal the money from the people first. So he did all them budget cuts because we were doing all this unnecessary spending. So we funded him. So he took all the money first from the people. Then he said, y'all know my favorite line. Y'all know what he did. He went in, he said, we need some oil. But before I need the oil, I'm going to steal the president and his wife. And then I'm going to steal the oil. And he went and stole the oil. And now they over there bombing stuff. Oh, wait, no, he tore down the White House. I mean, the East Wing. He keep doing all these government shutdown. He not paying the people that he need to pay. I'm pretty sure he taking a cut off of that. He making sure all his homeboys and homegirls and not paying their tax, not paying taxes. It's so much he doing right now that I'm probably missing some. So feel free to fill me in because I ain't been caught up, lately. But he willing to do as much illegal stuff as he can before he get out of office because he is the commander in chief and he can do what he want in his mind. So the first thing he did was stole money from the United States. The second thing he did was stole oil from Venezuela. well, that's not the second thing. It's the second thing I'm gonna say he did. But I mean, and then he tore down the East Wing, so he wasted money, and he got deal with all them other people that he act like he beefing with, because he was cool as heck with Russia. Yeah. What else he do, Q? What else he do, Paul? What else he do? What else
He okay.
Stealing money
It's
wise.
stealing money. Yeah, that's the bottom of the totem pole. The guy stole the election as well.
Oh, before we move on to that, speak for while we on election, I got off my head. Speaking of election, you know they're trying to do away with the mail-in but the mail-in ballots because he said that it's not. He said it's not. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? It's not.
Valid, legal.
Well, he's trying to say it's illegal, but he's just saying he tried to say it's like unconstitutional, and that's not how voting is supposed to go. It's not the standard. So he wants to do away with like early votes, mail-in ballots. So now he wants, he's proposing, and I think they're trying to put it against for the Senate or whatever. That when you go to go vote, and you know, even though you may have your voter card or whatever, they want to check your ID and all this stuff to make sure one that you're a citizen and all of this other stuff. It's he putting all of these additional clauses because he's still trying to say that the election that he won was rigged. You in there? Why are you just sit down?
Well, he mailed in his vote. He mailed in his vote down to Florida, down there to Key Largo, Mar-a-Lago, wherever the black
Mar-a-Lago.
wherever what was the woman? The woman be his candidate down there. They had a I knew every time they have a black Trumper running, every time they have a black Trumper running for something, they get whooped down. They get beat down. They don't get no win. Just like the one we had up here, that was a nutcase that was addicted to porn. But they all of them got them issues, sexual issues. Either it's with kids or with porn, it's whatever. Now, how you gonna stop everybody else from mail-in voting when you mail-in voting yourself? Even the Republican senator said something about it. That man is falling apart, but ain't nobody wanting to stop him. The Republicans scared to stop him. They got the majority, but if you keep flipping it around where they get more people in there to come at this, but they gonna get him.
I think Jabez said that MFR need to go, and then he said, "Can he do that?" I don't think it's what he can do. He's been doing a lot of stuff that he's not supposed to do, and I think what we're seeing a lot of times is some things they let them go and do whatever they want to do because he's fitting in their narrative, but his mouth start talking before things start going in play. So because he talks so daggone much and he talks so ignorant that by the time anything happens, he done already pissed everybody off. So between him and what he say, what he tweet, and then on top of he'll just like, oh, we're going to do this and then do it, and then now you see the government trying to and the judicial system allegedly trying to go back and trying to fix stuff. And by now it's like too late, just like with the war, with the whatever they want to call it, the operation. They trying to say that was never supposed to have been done. He wasn't supposed to start that. But y'all allowed it to get this far. Y'all allow him to do so much. It's not that he can't do it. They allowing him to do it, and then when it gets out of hand, they try to put a muzzle on it, and you can't. Because you can't undo this. Jude.
I don't put nothing past him. I mean, I'm not shocked about none of the things that Donald Trump is doing. What I am shocked is that he is being allowed to continue to do it, like for as long as he's been able to do it. Like I don't know. As a people, I feel like it should have been more, more that we could do besides just go to war. He couldn't start a war at home like he wanted to, so he's starting the war outside of home, which is going to bring war to us eventually. And I mean, it's just something that you know, it just wasn't it's expected. I don't expect anything less than what he is doing. And if this is bad now, if every time he do something, it get worse and worse. You feel me? It get worse. It don't get better. Imagine a year from now. Imagine 3 months from now. Imagine what he could do when you wake up in the morning. Because with Donald Trump,
3 days from now.
what did you just not hear me say? Imagine what he can do by the time you wake up in the morning. Because some of us went to sleep and woke up, and a lot of this stuff was just going on. Like we was finding out in the morning.
Yeah, because he's tweeting at like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning where everybody's asleep.
Like that's crazy. That's like
another problem. He just tweeting and saying stuff that, like, who? First of all, somebody need to take all of his devices. They need to deactivate his pages, because didn't he get banned from Twitter last time from doing that tweeting? I ain't never seen a politician tweet as much as him. And a matter of fact, if I must be clear and honest, the only time we see our government tweeting and posting has been when he's in office. They don't do all of that when other presidents in office.
Well, dear Donald Trump was the first social media president. Something's wrong with and I mean as far as because Obama was a very public. All presidents are very public. Whatever. I guess he was different. Obama, but this one here. You feel me? I don't know. I guess everybody got their thing with the presidents they grew up. All right, so I'm in my 40s. So I think I had a Bush, a Clinton. I don't remember who was the president, but I know when I could vote, I don't even remember who the president was. I think it was I think it was Bush. We had a Republican in office. You feel me? And he was a lot of people ain't like him either, but I guess he was kind of like the cool one. We had things going on when I graduated, high school. I could start voting and stuff. And but I mean, everybody had that thing, but this one, as I'm growing and getting older, this is by far the worst president in my lifetime that I've had, making some horrible decisions. And I'm a millennial, and we then been through almost every recent storm. You feel me? And that's a lot of recent storms, and it's crazy that we are back at this. The racism level, that's stuff that we learned about in the history books. The level of racism, that's stuff that we supposed to have been past, that we finding out it's been just brushed under the rug. And social media for real really changed everything. Social media changed everything, and if everybody think that AI not going to change everything, y'all crazy, because social media changed that. They put light to everything that was in the dark. So imagine what they can do with just the knowledge of what we do, watching our interactions, taking pieces of us, collecting our blood samples, all that stuff. To be honest, y'all might think I'm crazy, but I just hope my clone or my little AI thing, y'all, mine's dope as hell for real, because it's inevitable. Whatever they gonna do, I just hope mine's is dope.
They're definitely doing it, because no matter what we do now, even you didn't even have to approve or say you wanted to use AI. It's literally on every piece of social media, even down to, and it does mimic something that you may frequently say. If you notice, when you go to comment or something like that, it's already pre-populated. They're already giving you the ideas, because they want to see what what you're capable of saying. And that's how AI builds its intelligence. It's off of human behavior, human communication, and all of those things like that. So I definitely agree with that. But when it comes down to the
life algorithms,
I definitely agree that when it comes to social media and all of that stuff, with the racism piece, I feel like this term and his last term, I do feel like there's a large group of people. I'm not gonna say everybody, there's a large group of people who true character and true selves get exposed. But then when it comes to social media, they also hide behind that keyboard when they want to do some slick typing, whereas though they couldn't do it before. And then what we saw, even like last time, people were so opinionated and they came out with their truths of what race of people that they didn't like or how they really felt. And then we like, oh, damn it, you? But they get real comfortable. And then when he's not in office, they go back and they tuck their tail and then they want all of these apologies and they want to try to make it right and all of this stuff. No, you can't go back on what you feel. But what I do feel like, as much as we dislike him, he's exposed a lot. The for you to see people for who they truly are and what they're truly capable of. Especially you might have like, oh, they cool, they da, da, da. And even some of our own who voted for him and who still rocking with him. It ain't just them, it's us too. That's part of the problem. And they be like, oh, that's my man. Like that. I'm like, what? Like, you know what I mean? So I think it all kind of goes hand in hand with though the racism that I've seen being exploited on social media. It's I'm not even gonna say it's shocking. It's like, okay, I see you. I
No,
think that's
it's more so with the whole racist, the racism on social media. It's comical to me because I had people who were social media friends, quote unquote, affiliates, quote unquote. Some of them I met in real life, and blah 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 blah. We were cool. And then when Trump came along, they hated the fact that I was, didn't like Trump, and they showed you're right. They showed their true selves, but they're the type of people that be like, you're not like the other blacks. They would tell me this. You're not like the other blacks. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm not like the other blacks? How the other blacks like? Do tell. Well, you're not loud, you're not ghetto, you're not ignorant. I said, so you're using that broad brush to paint an entire culture, but you excluded me, but I'm part of that culture. Okay. So then I would hit back. Well, you're not like the other whites because you actually take a bath. And they would be like, oh my God, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm like, you just stereotype me. So is it wrong for me to stereotype you? I bathe every day.
because they don't even use washcloths, right? Not to cut you off. I'm
Two
sorry.
wrongs don't make it right.
Right. They either use their hand or a loofah.
No, I saw it was a thing, and it was going around social media. It wasn't a challenge, but it was a thing where they were coming out talking about because I think they was like, "You use a washcloth? Like, what is that? Like, how do you what?" So they don't. A lot of people don't. Well, them don't use washcloths, and I was baffled. But when you said
Well,
that about them being dirty, it made me think about that, and I was like, that came out statistically, and a lot of like celebrities were saying they don't use washcloths
they
to wash.
either use their hand or loofahs.
That's
Most of
some
them use it.
really
Yeah. They use it. They try to be classy instead of using a washcloth. Or I'm just going to go to buy a loofah from Bed Bath and Beyond when you can get one from Dollar Tree for $1.50. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a loofah is a loofah. A
They
washcloth is the same thing as a loofah.
They
they
don't feel. Some
just
of them don't be feeling the same.
yeah, because
Some
It
of them
don't
be
matter.
feeling like plastic.
It
Some of
don't
them
matter.
feel like plastic.
It doesn't matter. Because the point is to scrub the dead skin cells off of your body. Your hand
Not
cannot
with
do that.
plastic.
no, but
Your hand cannot do
No,
that.
I'm messing with you. No, I know what you talk about. No, you better use something. I don't give a goddamn if you use a excuse me. What's this called? The SOS pad. You scrub, rubber dub dub, scrub in the tub. That's all I'm saying.
No, they were listening. They didn't use anything because I think that was the thing. And I'm like, so I guess I don't know if they just rub the soap on or whatever, and then rinse off, and then they get out. And I was like, wait a minute, because you done started something. I'm sorry, Q. I
They
ain't
got
mean that.
they bought the soap glass. They bought the soap glass for lifetime.
Yeah, but I was like, what? Because and they were like
They
confused.
do a
Where
whole
you
soap
going
and
with
soap
don't
glass.
And more so.
I keep I don't see how people can anybody could not wash up without a washcloth or loofah. I seen one video where they was it was a couple people sitting around and they were just talking about how it was different race of people. They was talking about who wash up how, and some people were shocked that the black people wash up with a washcloth because they were saying like, ain't that kind of dirty to keep washing up with a rag? And it's like, well, you change your washcloth, you change your washcloth and your towel. I know some people don't dry off because they say you're not supposed to dry off, but you can't let water sit everywhere because it stink. So, and
It creates moisture. It creates yeast.
yeah, and if you and it sits in pockets and it start to stink. And but not washing up with like a washcloth or a loofah or whatever, using your hand and just soap. Just think about this. So you taking that bar of soap and you just rubbing it on your body, and somebody like, do y'all share bar soap? Is it just your personal bar soap? How many people use that bar soap? How many people live in the house? Is it you and your partner? Just use body wash. So if it's body wash, you just squirt the body wash and just rub it off. I don't know. That make you feel sticky like, who
Now
do that?
I've known people who sit in front of a fan when they get out the shower or something, and I just be looking. I just used to look and be like, oh, okay, that's what you do. All right, bet. But
Something about the
I
booty
don't.
cheeks feeling
I'm
wet.
sorry, Q. I just took your whole thing, but that kind of because it dawned on me, and I forgot it was somebody, and they went on a whole tangent about why they don't use washcloths, and I was like, you dirty thing. Like,
See, washcloth was invented by the black man. That's how come they won't use them. Because the black man said, I'm not gonna have all this dirt on my behind. I'm gonna get this stuff off me. Because in all the old movies, y'all talk about the movies and stuff, right? In all the old movies, how they take their bath. They hopped in one of them tubs, some of them hopped in them tubs and rub the soap on them like that with no washcloth or nothing, just the soap, rub on the soap. Or they got in the river or the lake or whatever they were at.
but that's just like
They
some
ain't
people be confused
Renaissance
over.
people. Renaissance.
Uh, and some people be confused about using more than one washcloth. And
Yeah.
I've literally had debates over that. Like, why you gotta use so many? Why not? Use one for your face.
And one for
Oh,
your butt.
right. Like, and some people really think that it's a bad thing or like you. But somebody said it's some bull. I said no, it's not.
That's them people that go around eating butt.
So you washing your face with the same rag
That
Yes,
you wash your butt with.
you washing your exit only hole with. That is nasty.
Those are the ones that be with the eating the behind.
That's why that's how people get the pink eye.
Pink eye, blue ball, pink eye, red face, brown nose, all that stuff. And
Yeah,
I'm
like
echoing.
Yeah, exactly. You are not supposed to. You say I'm definitely not washing my face with the same washcloth. You that's supposed to. You're supposed to have two separate rags. To be honest, you're not even supposed to have the same soap to wash your face. You should have a whole different facial remedy than your body remedy.
Yeah.
And then you should not only have a washcloth, you should have a washcloth and a loofah or a sponge or something. You're supposed to use the washcloth first and use the soap and wash your body, and then you go back in and wash again if need be, and then again if need be. But then you make sure you use that lather and up
Yeah.
with that.
Lather. Keyword lather. A lot of people don't
You
know how to
know.
lather. That's good. Listen.
Yes, that is the key.
Bother
Why
me.
we on by
Exfoliate that skin. Go through that body with it. And wash your feet. You know how many people don't wash their feet? They did a study. People do not wash their feet.
No.
Wash your feet. Lift your foot up and wash your feet.
Wash your feet.
And your
Wash.
legs. And the bottom of your feet.
Well, of course, you just look. You better wash them.
Listen, before y'all listen, this the
They
task.
take the upper part and leave the whole body, but and I'd be like, well, how does that happen? And then you know what I think about? I'm sorry
Could
to
you
say it, but you have when I be having these debates about the washcloths and all of that stuff, and people when I be seeing people with like rashes and stuff on their face, and I know bad skin is a thing, but I be like, I wonder if they use the same washcloth all over their body.
Yeah. Big dingleberry face.
I was just thinking, like, do ankles be stinking? If people don't wash their feet, do ankles stink? Imagine you
Yeah,
kiss
because they get
somebody and you
sweat down
kissing
there.
down like on the bottom of their foot, their ankles
Yeah.
stink.
If your legs sweat, then the sweat rolls down to your leg to your ankles, and sweat eventually
You know what
starts
though?
covering up.
And also, let me say something else. If you got a pack of hot dogs in the back of your neck, you need to watch that too. Okay? Cause I swear, I met a dude today, and when he got in my car, and you know he was a heavy set dude. You know, I was like, man, what's wrong with this dude's neck? And dude got a pack of hot dogs in the back of his neck. So, you know, he got in the car. He said, "Yeah, I just took a shower today." He was making conversation. You know, as soon as I got out of the shower, I was like, "Why are you stinking?" Come to find out, when he was moving his neck around, it smelled like boiled hot dog water. And I was like, "Yeah, it's that back. It's that hot dog and that meaty part of the head." You know what I'm saying? Did you? Yeah. I'm like, what is going on with people? What?
Hold on. So you mean to tell me there's a such thing as neck wind? You know how like
Yes. Yes.
Neck,
Yes. 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 Absolutely.
neck
Absolutely.
wind.
Yes. Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. When you moving your head back and forth, it does generate wind. It does. But when you got that pack, look, when I used to go to the barber shop, right? When I had hair,
How'd you guys swing it that?
when I had hair, this dude had to use needle nose pliers to lift the back of that dude's head, right? To get to the underneath of the hot dog matter to cut his hair. I said, yo, man, you need to lose some weight, man, because that's ridiculous. How you got a pack of hot dogs in the back of your neck?
Some people
What?
just
What?
got big necks.
no, Jude was saying you gotta swing your neck.
Yeah, you
you gotta
swinging
be
your neck.
like for you to get the win, you got to be swinging that sucker.
He was doing this. I'm like, you ain't got no hair up there, man. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm tickled.
I was just texting my girl when I was texting my girl. I had sent her a picture, right? When I had paused the camera, I had took a picture, sent to my girl, and then the picture I had my head there like this. I was like, so I ended up looking like, man, I don't got no neck. When you talk about necks, I'm just looking like I ain't had no neck.
Look, now.
But anyway,
And see, you can't say stuff like that to me, because then I'll be
he
like, now
said,
like, I'm gonna be your next thing. Come on.
first of all, he said neck air, and then he said because the neck be swinging. All thing I was just thinking was like, well, how fast do the neck got to swing for you to for you to smack? us. Woo.
No, no, I've heard a different like little ones. Now you know how somebody might poof down a little bit, and you might be like, "Whoa, wait a minute," but you might well go and handle it. But I ain't never seen nobody go what, and then I'd be like, I ain't never seen that.
Or somebody like somebody give you a hug and you like get close to the back and it's like, damn, what's that? The neck?
Yeah. Yeah. And you ever seen somebody, you know they don't wash their neck because they got that dirt ring around their neck. It look like a dirt chain. They got a dirt chain for a neck.
Yeah, you supposed to wash your neck.
Yeah, you gotta wash that.
Can we have this conversation real quick? Okay, come. Hey, Jay Nathaniel, how are you? Jay said it's same as somebody with excess folds because of their weight. Got to make sure that it is dried good. Now, as a plush person myself, I second that. Let me tell you why. Because a lot of people, especially like when I gained weight, I became more self-conscious about certain stuff like that. Because it's a lot of bigger people like my size and above that stink, that be musty. And I'm like, how do you do that? You know what I mean? So
I know
and,
where.
and there's this myth that all big people have odor. And I'm like, no. But I do agree that when you're heavy, I do think you should take your hygiene a little bit more accessibly because you do have other things you might gotta lift up, pull back, do a little things. You might gotta spread them. Do what you gotta do to handle that and get up in there. So you just can't just make sure you get all your nooks and crannies and your crevices and all of that stuff. But more importantly, wash your clothes. Like wash your clothes. Because you can't be cleaning then your clothes and then we're not doing it.
Smack it
So I
up, rub it, flip it down.
Yeah, you
Smack it
know,
up, rub it, flip it.
that be the key.
They have body deodorant now too. So even if you're not plus size, they do have body deodorant that you can put like up under your boobs or on between your legs and your crevices that you might, once you dry off, you put it on and it help keep you not.
Cute in that damn flashlight. I keep thinking it's the popo.
No.
If it all depends on weight, then they better start telling some of the little smaller size people about that then too. Because I don't think it's just the bigger people. Because I'm gonna say you got some people that's small and they be rank as ranky. They is top flight ranking. I mean, good Lord have mercy. I walked by this woman today. I was outside and the wind was blowing. And I'm standing over there waiting on the bus to come. Cause I said I gotta go to the store, so I'm standing there waiting on the bus to come. And I see the woman. She coming up, and I'm going down. And I'm coming. We crossing the street right there. And as the wind coming my way, I'm smelling that smell. I say, "Damn, something is rotten." How when did they put that doggone food over there by the doggone beloved pantry food thing over there? And somebody done threw up again or something. But as soon as she got close to me, it just it hit me. It hit me. It hit me.
He said,
"It hit me." Yeah, it hit me. I said, "Man."
Almost knocked you out.
And I just looked at her and she kept on walking. But I'm saying, man, she was dressed kind of nice.
They
You know what I don't understand about people that be stinking?
Nice.
What I don't understand about people that be stinking is why you don't know you stink. That's what I don't understand. And I'm not talking about people who don't have access to the means to, take care of their hygiene. I don't understand how people don't know that they have a body odor. And then it'd be crazy because they be the ones with the nastiest attitude sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. A nice funky person get on your nerves too, because it's like, oh, so nice. Now I gotta hurt your feelings and tell you that you're funky. But a mean funky person like y'all be having a nasty attitude. Say people don't even want to tell you. People let you be. You feel me?
Do you hurt their
Definitely,
feelings
people
nicely?
definitely let you be.
Do you hurt their feelings nicely? Do you hurt their feelings nicely?
Yeah, because it's like, oh, because it's like, I don't know, like, man, it's just something about, like, nice people. You're like, oh, you just you never know. Like sometimes you find out stories like, oh, this person, oh, I don't have access to take a shower, or, I don't have a place or whatever. But it be those funky people, like you just be straight up dirty and you dirty. Listen,
And then
you know
yeah,
when
when
you
you say
stink. People
something
be
stink,
knowing
like
when they
you just
stink.
be like something stink, and then they be like, "What you mad for? You made us angry. Like you mad because you."
Yeah.
So
Or
Mika,
Excuse me.
when you stink to the point you get
Excuse
used
me.
to the smell. Like
Excuse
that's
me.
absurd.
Excuse me.
I'm
You're a
sorry.
very nice person. No, I'm not.
Oh,
Excuse me. You're a very nice person, and I want to tell you this in a nice way. You might need to go to the bath and body and bathe because you got a little older. Let's tell them nice. I mean, that would be a nice person. Cause I know you tell somebody else that really, like you say, a funky person. Why don't you go get your funky behind in the water somewhere and do something? So I mean, you got this person over here, you got the nice person over
oh,
there.
dirty.
comments real quick. Shout out to Samika. I haven't seen her in a while. Samika said, "Stank people always want to hug you." That is so true. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. And they be like, and they want to like try to, and you be like, hold on, before I go to the other comment, the one thing I hate, have you ever been like how Paul says, like you get a whiff or somebody like funky be around you, and then when they walk away, you feel like their funk they got on you, and it's like
Yeah. It's just sitting in your clothes.
I hate that.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jada Daniels said just smelling like stagnant water. And then he said, that one goes for everybody. Please wash them damn clothes because they
Yeah,
be
that's what I
full of
meant to say something about.
hair or cats. And then Jay also said, it's same as somebody. Oh, I read that one. Excess folds because of their weight. Got to make sure that it is dried good. And then I'm gonna go because I said facts to this one. He said, he don't dry off properly. That's moisture building up in there. And then Tiffany shouting out her business. She said, "Beautiful Rivers Natural Oils for your soap and more," because she was saying that this is the first year that she's growing loofah. Um, and then Jay said, "I'm definitely not washing my face and with the same washcloth, period." And then Jay said, "You better off just soaping your hands up and doing it that way." Uh, that part, 2 separate bars of soap and 2 washcloths. Don't dry your face with your body towel either. Agreed. um, Jay said air drying is better from a germ bacteria aspect. Mm. Because if you don't, if you leave and you just sitting there like this, and if you like me and got a couple stomachs, right? And then you just sitting there, you just drying. You gotta make sure you like poof it up a little bit so that all of that can dry. So it's a way to dry it. That's why everybody can't just air dry.
I don't believe it because studies show that the hand dryer in the bathroom is the dirtiest thing ever. So I just feel like it just don't seem it don't and then just who it just am I the only one who feel uncomfortable when the water is still trickling down my
Yes,
backside?
yes,
It
yes.
just feels some kind of nasty to have watery booty.
Tamika
After the
also
shower, when the
said,
water's still dripping down, like you just wet,
yeah.
Oh,
I got to dry that first.
yeah.
I got to get that. I got to
But
get my back. I got to stop the water from going down the back and all that first. I don't care about where else.
most people don't realize that the set of towels with 4 towels in it just for one person.
Yeah, that's
Because you
true.
got the big towel that you dry with, you got the middle towel that you dry your face with. Then you got the other 2 washcloths that you wash one with your face and one with your body.
Mm-hmm.
No, they call that middle towel the hand towel. They using the same towel. They say that's the hand towel.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let
Well,
me let
like I
me let
say,
me enlighten Samika real quick. Samika says, "Sit down when just thinking." Well, Samika, we learned tonight that there's also a thing consists of neck plan. So Q said, if you see somebody that has like a bunch of rolls in the back of their neck, and when they go to move their head, it be stinking. So you have neck plan. We learned
I,
something new. We all got
I wait. I want to add another one under that. And don't come over nobody's house and take your shoes off if your feet stink.
got the onions.
Q, you on mute. We can't hear you, Q. You on mute.
I thought,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
How about this? How about this? Have you ever been hit with FWF? Fish, funk, and weed. That came in my car today, and I had to stop. I had to stop. I had to stop after I Ubered this person to where they need to go. I had to stop my car and air that thing out. I'm like, why does this person smell like fish, funk, and weed? Okay, this is unacceptable. And it's summertime almost damn near down here. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of people stinking. This has got to stop. President Trump, you got the power to make this stop. Okay? You need to write an executive order. If you don't wash, you don't get paid. Okay? I'm sick and tired of stinking people. Okay? People walking around here with no deodorant. They walking around here smelling like, buckwheat in a headlock. I'm tired of it. I am sick to death of it. I'm sick of it.
Hey, let's talk about let's talk, huh?
he
Listen,
said,
one
I'm still stuck on FFW. I was
listen,
Fish, weed, and funk.
one smell in particular. You ever smell somebody? All right, the cheesesteak sub smell, right? Like when you smell so much like a sub that it make you smell so bad that you make another person hungry because you smell just like a sub.
no, absolutely TF
I
not.
swear, listen, no, for real. That's the thing. Listen, I stood next to a person. They smelled so much like a sub, everything, no hots. Everything, no hots. Am I finesse two times? They smelled so fucking funkily good. My stomach started growling. I swear to God, it made me. I was like, "This man, I want a sub," but that motherfucker stink.
Nah,
Yeah,
That ain't never happened to me. Well, you
it
must be
happened to me.
you dealing with special people.
I'm
yeah,
telling you, they stink. They smelled so funky. It smelled like a sub. The onion smell was so. It reminded me of a sub, and I don't even eat onions on my sub. I just wanted a
Look,
cheesesteak.
look. I had to air my car out and go buy some air freshener and spray that spot. Cause I was like, I don't want the next customer to sit in a fishy spot. You know what I'm saying? And cause I was like, maybe they farted. Cause I was driving and I usually have the windows up and the air conditioner on, right? And I got
I'm
my
not
house
riding with
music
nobody
playing.
smell like fish.
I usually have my house music playing. You know what I'm saying? When I'm driving, because I need the energy. Man, I'm sitting there like, yo, what is that smell? And I'm thinking, I was like, somebody did something to my car. Somebody did something to the engine of my car and it's coming through the vents. And I started smelling the vents while I was driving. I was like, it ain't the vent. And I go back, I was looking at the lady, I was like, yeah, it's you. And I'm checking myself while I'm driving, right? I'm driving. It ain't me. I'm clean. I'm like, what is that smell? And I'm sitting there like, why does it smell like Captain D's in here?
And you
And
thought it was you?
yeah, I thought it was. I was like, maybe I forgot to put on deodorant today.
that morning or something. Like how you? No.
No,
Have you ever smelled somebody so bad? Like you ever like You could be just minding your business. Then somebody come near you. You be like, you gotta look at them strong. Like, did you? And they be like, you okay? No, it's you. You just came and offended the fuck out of me. Like, no.
No. How about when they come into your car, right? They smell like a pound of the finest Jamaican ganja, right? You can smell them and get high. And I'm like, dude, you going to work? I'm going to work. I'll say, you gonna get fired today. Cause why are you getting high before you go to work? You know they gonna see you and they gonna look at your eyes and be like, hey man, you gotta go home. You know, you're making us look bad. Huh?
They probably all smoke together. He know where he work at.
Yeah.
He probably like, if I go in, we all go down.
It's ridiculous. And I'm sick of it. I am sick and tired of it. Sick and tired of us as a people stinking. We got to do better than this. We have to. Look, I had a white guy come in and sat down.
They got to do better than this.
The whole planet Earth has got to do better. Had a stinking white guy. That guy took his shoes off in my car. It smelled like Fritos for 8 miles. And I was like, you know what? I got to get out of this line of work because this ain't working.
Oh,
I don't want to.
Ride cancel. First of all, how comfortable can you be to put your funky feet in somebody's car and take your shoes off? Oh,
just nasty.
That right.
Yeah, who just
how could you put your funky feet in a pair of shoes and ruin a good pair of shoes? Cause them shoes ain't gonna be no good no more. What you gonna do to them? Fumigate them? Them shoes is gone. I hate for them to be some Jordans. Down goes Jordan.
Was he drunk?
Look, I don't know what he was, but that for them 8 miles that I had to take him, I had to crack the window, right? And I had to, try to play it off. I cracked both windows. I cracked all 4 of the windows, right? And he was like, yeah, what's that smell? I'm like, it's you. That's what the smell is. It's you. I was like, man, he was like, he gave me a good tip though. And I gave him a tip. I said, man, you need to wash them funky feet. Get them Frito, get them corn chips out of your toes, man. What's wrong with you?
I got a story. A couple of years ago, I met this guy, right? And real nice looking dude, nice job, everything, whatever. So, you know how somebody might be outside all day, they might go to the gym, they come see you, whatever. Might be a little musty. I'm like, oh, you're a little sweaty. Whatever. So we go our separate ways. But after like the 3rd time you come around me and you just, why would you come see somebody and you stink and you haven't even, and then you want to be all talk about, come give me a hug, let's cuddle. I don't want to. That's nasty. I don't want to. But I mean, it's just like, people will really do that. But then I think to myself, how many people, like, I can't do it. Me personally, I just can't do it because I'm a toucher. Like, if a person like I'm dealing with, and it's just like, how do you do that? And it would be like, you go to the gym, you've been outside all day, and then you just come back, and then you like, come here. No, I'm not coming in. So yeah, needless to say, that we didn't last long at all. After that 3rd time, it was a wrap.
Some people think so.
That makes me question why do people not want to participate, those that are capable of participate in the ever so refreshing feeling of washing your behind? What? I mean, I'm talking about people that's capable, that's gotten, they in apartments, they in the house, whatever they at. They're not out on the street homeless, trying to make it from this place to that. I'm talking about people that's established and somewhere to live, plenty of water. What would make you not want to participate in the daily cleansing and refreshing of your body by taking a bath or a shower? I prefer to shower. If I take a bath, Then I still had to get up and take a shower so I can get the dirt off me from sitting in the damn tub in the bathtub. But anyhow, why not? What is it?
You know what's funny about that? When I was working with like people who were like homeless or coming from homelessness, a lot of them are cleaner than people who have stable housing and have the means to wash up. They will use centers. They will come and get like fresh stuff, clothes, underwear, stuff like that because they were going to go somewhere to take a shower. It's been people that will get put out for using the restroom area to just clean their body. So it's that job is very humbling and it's very eye opening because they have a community in itself where they do look out for each other. Now you may have some that's a little, yeah, a little tainted, but there are a lot of homeless people who are like clean and smell better than some people. That's why a lot of people don't believe that they're homeless
You
because
know, it's a disease where some people scared of water.
That's what I'm talking about. The ones that's in the house.
It's a disease. It's a disease. I can't remember the name of it. It's a disease. It's like
Hydrophobia.
it's not a
Hydrophobia.
disease. It's a phobia.
Yeah,
where
hydrophobia.
Where people scared of water. So just the whole fear of it makes them not want to get in it.
Well, I got funkophobia. I'm scared of funk. Okay, I don't want it near me. I don't like it. And whoever got it, you keep it over there. Keep it over there.
Well,
Yeah.
funk is inevitable. Thanos.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, not everybody's going to smell their freshest every morning. I mean, that's just the way it goes. But at least take the initiative. Okay, take the initiative. Now go in there, wash your face, wash your body, wash your whatever, your private parts. You can't be walking around, especially in the summer. You can't be walking around, with stuff stinking because the sun magnifies that and cooks it, right?
Smells like a billy goat.
Yeah. Nah, they smell like the whole zoo. Smell like a pet zoo. You know what I'm saying? And walking around hugging people. Hey, girl. You ain't brushed your teeth. You got stereo. You got that green glow coming out of your mouth. And they're attacking people's eardrums and melting the wax from the ears. We can't be having that this summer, okay? We're going to people have to put a stop to that, okay? Because I am sick to death of dealing with people who are stinking, okay? I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I am tired of it, okay? I'm tired of dealing with it. I don't even want to be friends with people like that, okay? Even if they're all my Facebook friends, if I find that they stinking, then look, I seen a meme, and I put out the meme about we've all done this in the shower where somebody took some dookie and put it in their head and then threw it in the toilet. I said, "Oh hell no, we ain't never do nothing like this."
Mama, you been out.
I seen that too. I ain't never did that.
I was like, if I know of somebody who ever did this. Look, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unfriend them on Facebook and I'm gonna unfriend them in real life because those are the nastiest people on this planet. If they're doing anything of that nature, they don't even deserve. They don't even deserve a what's up, man? They don't deserve nothing. Okay, all they deserve is a good is a I wouldn't even say a kick in the butt. Because you might get that stuff transmitted on your foot, even if you got shoes on. Okay? I'm sick of these type of people. Okay? These type of people need to be executed. They need to be flown overseas somewhere and left to die and left to rot. You see what I'm saying? Because look, that's not harsh. That's being honest. Because we are Americans, okay? We don't know where everybody else is coming from, and because deodorant is a premium standard, okay? You have to have deodorant in this country.
No, you don't.
I'm about to
Yes, you
say
do.
a lot of people don't use it.
So
Some people use alcohol. Some people use
I think
peroxide.
so.
People use
I
all different
think
kinds of
you
stuff. My
Baby
thing is
powder.
the worst thing for me is breath.
Oh God.
Like I don't because I feel like people that don't practice good oral hygiene, they always want to talk and they always try and kiss on you.
damn. Regular
I,
little kisses, ain't they?
They don't always work. Go to the damn dentist.
yeah.
Go to the orthodontist. Get your mouth together, boy. You out here in these people's neighborhood, peeping in windows and stuff. Go get your mouth fixed.
Or get some Tic Tacs or something.
No, I'm
Oh, with
really
the
serious.
pride.
Like some people, and how you say like early in the morning, like my baby, I'm sorry, when your mouth don't taste right, or when you just doing something. Like as a single person, the worst is when a guy has been out with the guys, or they're drinking excessively, and the first thing they want to do is go in for a kiss. No, 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 absolutely. I just can't. But it's they be the main ones though, and it's like you could be fine, but then you get and when your breath hit me before you do, that's a problem. That's a
How do
problem.
you do it,
You
Tony?
shouldn't just be like, "What's up?" And then I'm like, "Ooh." Then they be like, "Give me kisses." Ah, I don't do that. I don't like that. No, I was like, I ain't a kisser.
Yeah, and what if they lick you? Right? You ever met somebody that licked you and they lick stink?
Wait, what?
Their licks, they stink.
Like somebody lick you?
Somebody licks you and they
Like a
lick you. You smell it. You smell what they lick like
oh
when a
my
dog licks you.
let me tell you this.
Hello,
I never forget it.
hello,
I was probably like in my
Y'all
hello.
echoing. Y'all echoing real bad.
oh go on me. I had met
Hello.
this person, I was like in my early 30s, right? And first of all, he had been drinking. And I was like, all right, I ain't gonna stay long, I'm gonna break up. He licked my face, so I know what you talking about. I was so mad. You ever had somebody lick your whole face? And when he licked it, it just smelled sour the whole time. And then when I'm going home, I'm like, you ever had somebody do that and you just want to fight them? That's how bad it was. And all I could smell and I could feel, it was like right up on this side. And all I could feel was that lick, but I could smell it.
Mhm. Oh, that
I
that you know,
remember I went on this date back in the day. Go on this date back in the day in my 20s. When the girls, when you realize like what it mean to be a girl's girl for real. I went on this date and I guess dude was trying to be slick after the date. He had to stop past his house. The dude he was like he wasn't all up on me on the date. We got like to his house and I walked in his house stank. So I text my homegirl like, hey, like 10 minutes. Call me with an emergency. Sent her the address. And the more I walked in and the more I smelled and just seen the dirt, and it was funky. My homegirl was on point. She called me and we got a little thing, and I'm oh my god, and yeah, got out of there. Because I can't even believe you brought somebody in. It wasn't getting out anywhere, but I can't believe you brought somebody in here and your house stink. So about clean up on the outside, but you go in their house and their house be dirty. And when you clean it up, excuse me, I had to belch. And with cleaning your house, mop your floors. Mop the floors.
Sweep them first. Mopping a dirty floor means a dirty floor, dirty, streaky floor.
That is true.
But
I
this
don't like no dirty place. I cannot stand that. Ooh. That's something I can say. But I want to say something because I want to go
Smells
back to
sour.
when Jew was talking about the presidents. And I was thinking, I said, damn, I'll go all the way back to doggone Kennedy.
Dang.
All these doggone presidents, all the way back to Kennedy. I remember him. Then I remember Johnson. After Johnson, Nixon. I think after Nixon was Ford or somebody like that. But I mean, it's been so damn many of them. And I'm just thinking, damn, I'm right in the middle, damn near the ones before then to the ones after Kennedy. Kennedy and after the ones before. That shit crazy though. That gave me pause to think about all the changes I've seen in this crazy ass world. And none of them are as crazy as the one right now that we going through with Donald Trump.
You feel me? I
I've
what?
seen a whole lot of stuff. I ain't never seen nothing like this.
At one point in time, in my lifetime, the president got accused of doing things in the office that he wasn't supposed to be doing. Got caught because she kept the evidence on. Did she keep it on the shirt or the skirt or something? So when she did, she kept the evidence. You feel me?
the blue
Yeah.
dress.
Oh,
That's the same guy that didn't inhale or something.
Right.
went through 2 bushes.
But yeah, I'm saying that then, I mean, you go back to Nixon. Nixon, they're going to impeach him. He said he wasn't a crook caught up in the Watergate. I remember him with his craziness. Tricky dick.
But still,
Nobody's
none
bad as
of the scandals add up to the scandalous president of them all. Oh, Donnie, the scandalous president.
That's Coco's president. Coco, your president's showing out. They've been waiting years for him.
No, that ain't her president. We know who president that is.
The president.
We know who president that is. He who we shall not name. But we know who president that is. I would love to talk to him about that. All the stuff that's going on today.
And that person will deny, and act like they never said nothing, and be like on a whole lie campaign. Lie.
We will be pulling up old clips.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about who I think we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's the Republican man. Trump is the man. That was all I
Mhm.
Read some of the comments. y'all. They was funny.
can
I'm gonna go back. So this is about the smelly stuff. I go back. So Tamika said like hot dog bun, sour neck, question mark. And then she said that's nasty, Quentin. And then Jay said I air dry my face and body personally because I moisturize while I'm still a little bit damp. Okay. Then he said, then Tamika said, no, he don't want his diaper is too. And then Tiffany said, wow, just nasty. And then she came back and was like, yes. I don't know what was said, but that was what she said. And then when Jude was talking about the sub smell, Jada Tham said, grow onions like a mug. Laughing emoji. Then Tamika said, I'm never that hungry. Who is growling?
The dog.
Dog.
Samika said,
Oh, motherfucker, angry.
Judy said, you got smell-o-vision, Judy Jr. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji.
Tell
And
me.
then Jada Daniels said, it's really rare, but there's an autoimmune disease where water burns the skin and causes lesions and hives. And then that's when you were talking about the water disease. And then Jay Nathaniel also said, my nose is too sensitive for bad breath. I smell that from a feet away, like WTF. And then he said, you definitely taste that dirty tongue. Ugh. And then he said, their house probably smell like roaches. What that smell like?
I don't know. I ain't never smelled roaches before. Never ever tried. I don't know where he came up with that comment.
He was agreeing, because what? I
It
ain't
smelled
never.
like roaches. I was like, what? Wait a minute. I read that. I was like, wait a minute. When you?
The roach smell is ray.
I ain't never smelled roaches before. I smoked roaches before, but never smelled them. I mean, okay, like Ray.
Like Ray.
That's the spray.
I said the same thing. The spray.
Roaches don't smell like the spray. Hell,
Oh.
roaches clean themselves. You know,
That
they
is the
clean themselves.
Listen, the smell of Ray is the equivalent to what roaches smell like. The baby. If you walk in somebody's house and you smell Ray, you know they got roaches. If you walk in that house and you smell that is bug spray. They got roaches. You shaking everything out before you leave. You shaking. You ain't even taking stuff in. You out if you going back, everything stay in the car. You don't take nothing back out that house with you. Nothing go in. You don't take nothing. It can be snow on the ground, and you knocking on the door with a short sleeve shirt. Because you is not about to let no roach go home in your coat. I'm sorry. You always be on. You be on the porch frozen, girl. Let me in.
How does a roach smell without the rain? Does it
I
smell
don't
like
know.
marijuana? That's a roach.
I tell you, I was at somebody's house before, and we was at a party, and you know we was in the house, and a roach. And we was like sitting in a circle, like in chairs, and the roach just came. I see everybody staring at the roach, like came across the floor, like in the middle of the floor, like in the middle, like through the whole crowd. So I got up and I stepped on it, and I just see everybody gasp like.
It was showtime.
What was the point of looking at it? I ain't eat nothing though. I ain't eat nothing in that house.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Damn thing in it. But I got up and I killed the roach. Everybody else I just see the fear in everybody's face, like, yeah.
Showtime.
Like, hopefully it disappear or try to make sure it don't come for them. Me, I'm getting up and I'm like, all right, y'all.
Listen, that's when you clench everything. It was summertime. We ain't really had no clothes on. I ain't really had nothing, friend. You know, I ain't had nothing. I don't even think I had a purse. I probably had a fanny, and that was on me. As long as it was on me, we was good. I probably shook that out when I got out.
I know back in the days, boy. Way back in the days, growing up, you see roaches in.
Yo, when you was a kid, when you was a kid and you ain't had no control and you had to go over a certain people's house and the house was dirty and you did not want to go. I don't walk over. It's dirty over there. They got roaches.
I want to stay outside and play football.
God, he's scared to go to sleep.
You come on in here and speak to them. You bring your butt on in here and speak to Miss La. Okay. I'm going to go outside and play football. I don't want to be in here. Remember, you had plastic on the couches and roaches in the corner.
Oh, hold on. We got a story in the comments. Jay said, Lord Jesus. He said, I was at a whole ass house party, and a roach crawled down the wall by the food. Like it wasn't mad people and loud music. They kept asking why I was standing in the
Listen, listen.
why I was standing in the middle of the room, not saying anything. No, because I know Jay, and I can see Jay literally standing in the whole middle, like.
Listen, listen.
Oh my
Ain't
god.
ain't nothing like. I mean, and then I don't know about y'all. It's always been that one cool ass person. You be over their house and they got roaches. You know they got roaches, but their house is lit. They always got all the drink. They got all the they get $1 million at food stamps. You can go over there and eat everything. This is when you get crabs or food stamps. They getting everything. All you gotta do is just go and get. You probably gotta just bring some other stuff. You going over there, this house is lit. You do stuff over there, you don't need to do at your own house. You know why? Because they do it here.
Can we sit on the porch and eat this? Let's get the crabs and sit
Girl,
outside.
the roaches be outside. You ever been to somebody's house and the roach was outside? Not only do they have the house roaches, they got the cockroaches. Because the cockroach and the water bug is different. So that's a roach history. The water bug is the ones that you find like every so often in the basement. Them goddamn cockroaches is the one that scare a man 6'4",
Hold up.
280 pounds. They
Time
got motherfucking flappy wings. Them
Time
bugs,
out.
them what?
That's disturbing that you know roach history. First and foremost.
Listen, I'm from
No challenges.
Baltimore.
That's disturbing.
I'm from
That is
Baltimore.
disturbing.
It is not. It is not. I have had. Listen,
Please go back, everyone. Look at your face when you was like, hold on, roach history. You
roach
was back
history. I seen Joe's apartment. You ain't never seen Joe's apartment. First of all, we grew up on Joe's apartment. That was
Now,
the first thing that showed us about roaches.
now
We
I
was the
wasn't
one
trying
with
to
the
see that.
Willie had the rats. Joe's apartment had the roaches. And yes. And I had a big one of them water, but they come every summer. But not a person on here from Baltimore, but not act like they ain't ran from one of the, and
No,
especially y'all suckers down
no,
south.
no. How about this?
Them
How
big
about this?
bugs with the wings.
I ain't worried about them. I've seen the rats. Okay, both in New York and in Baltimore. The rats about as big as house cats. Okay,
No,
and
that's in New York. New York rats big as house
no.
cats.
They have them in Baltimore too. Because look, I was downtown Baltimore one evening by the pier. I forgot what they call that. That area.
Down the harbor?
Yeah, the harbor. They're in the harbor. They're in the harbor.
Down, he said down by the pier, down the harbor.
Yeah, they're in the harbor.
Down the harbor.
So I'm like walking, about to walk back to my car. I see this. I'm like, is that a house cat? No, it's a rat about that big. And that thing is just staring at me, right? It was just staring at me. Hey man, I need a lift. I'm like, oh no, you're not getting in my car. Oh no. Nah, no sir. No, sir. You are not. He tried to carjack me.
Wait a minute. Let me answer this Jay thing. Jay said they are cockroaches though. Some just fly and the other ones don't. That's what's worse. The worst thing is, did they fly? Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. I've seen this video. First of all, why is she have a mattress on the floor when she knows she got roaches?
No matter where you at, they gonna get up on the floor, up in the air. They don't give a damn where you at. They
don't care where you are. They're fine. They'll tap you on the shoulder. Hey man, hey. They'll tap you on the shoulder.
I run from the ones that fly. As soon as I see
I'm scared of all of that stuff. I'm just scared. I'm scared. Petrified. I am.
Listen, that's why I can't
I
take
can tell you,
basic.
I almost lost
Mm-mm.
my whole job over a fly.
Wow.
Matter of fact, Mikey saved my life. I ran out my office. Yes, I did. I went out. I was outside in the parking lot. Mikey was like, "You can come back in. I got it." She had to show it to me and everything. Yeah. I don't play them like games.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. I don't do
Oh,
nothing with
Michael,
bugs.
Ham Radio said the cicadas. Yes, let me. I don't play around with cicadas when they come out every 18 years. I don't mess with them either because every time I don't care what you do, how fast you run, one of them always gets stuck. Did I tell you about that time one of them flew on my forehead? I was so I was. You talk about. I almost had a heart stroke. It was like
A heart stroke.
yes, it was. I hurt because you know how you be running. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. I'm like, oh my.
Hit the
Let me.
head.
I almost fell. Listen. And ready, yes, I was one of them people who hated going outside with cicadas. I can't stand. I don't like. But when matter of fact, I was with Tiffany, and she was doing one of her cancer treatments, and we out of there. And I was like, she was like, "Oh my God, it touched you, girl! It hit me right here." For like 3 weeks straight, I kept feeling where it hit me. It was like right here. I was perturbed.
Now, how about this? Like, I went to the barbershop one day when I had hair, and the guy had dreadlocks. He was getting his dreadlocks redone, and a roach crawled out of one of his dreads.
Mm.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not coming back to this barbershop. You want to know why? Because that one roach that dude had in his head was probably living there rent free. Okay. Probably laid some eggs up in that nasty dreadlock. And that dreadlock was brown and dirty and it had dust bunnies in it. I'm like, bro, just cut that whole, just cut it all off.
And
Cause
burn it.
and burn it. Because what you got you got you got nasty head, okay? Cause that's disgusting. Those type of people, those type of people, I can't be friends with them type of people. You know, cause they are what's ruining society. And I'm sick of it.
Drew get on my nerves.
What I do?
The way you sat back, but you was there, sir.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I'm like, why is this dude? This dude got one dread. He first of all,
That's
bro, he had no business.
nasty.
He had no business having dreadlocks on. He had one down here, two back here. I'm like, bro, just cut it all off. And then the one that was on the right side, on his right side, it had a roach crawl out of it, right? And he's talking about, I'm trying to get my dreads redone. No! You ain't trying to get nothing redone. What you need to do is just go ahead, cut that head. Man, just cut your head completely off, burn it, and then put it back on when it's toasty. Because that's ridiculous. I'm sick and tired. Yeah, he had boneless locks. Okay? That's what he had. Boneless locks. And I've seen people with that. You know, got the George Jefferson, got the cul-de-sac, you know, going on. They got the nerve to get dreadlocks on the side, but they bald up here. I'm like, sir, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I had alopecia.
No, that ain't alopecia. That's called. Go ahead go ahead and cut it all off. Why do you, sir? Why do you have a George Jefferson dreadlock look? First and foremost, that is not kosher. That we don't do that over here. You giving black people a bad name doing stuff like this. Okay, I'm about sick and tired of people in this economy. And it's happening. And not only did it happen in past economies, it's happening in this economy today, and I'm sick of it. Okay. I am sick. I know haircuts are like $50 now, $75, whatever. But look, if you got a George Jefferson going on with dreadlocks, I'm gonna have a talk with you because that don't look right. Yeah, but you know,
when the dreads all the way back here.
Yeah. Yeah. Or I see it in Florida where they had, the dread, the nasty dread. I'm like, what is he doing? What is he wearing? A turban? What does he got on? What's going on here?
What's going on is we are out of time. We are definitely out of time. And if you guys could not tell, we had a whole conversation about funk and stank because we did not have a specific topic for today. But it was very interesting. We learned how to properly wash up. We learned how to properly let people know when it's being offensive. Um, all in all, it was a good show. I think probably one of our more laid back ones. So I would like to thank all of you who tuned in, chimed in, interacted with us. Shout out to Facebook, YouTube, and Ham Radio. We had Jay Nathaniel Samika, we had Daytrick, J Bear, Tiffany. Who else? It was somebody else in here. I'm sorry if I forgot you, but we are out of time. We will see you guys Monday at 8 o'clock, and I'm gonna be on some topics. Peace out. We love you guys. Thank you.